Hello everyone, my name is Debarjun. Today in this video we are going to talk about HTML. And welcome back to my channel, Debarjun. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and let's get started. So before starting our first episode of week 0, we need to create a coding environment. We can't just code on some other environment. To create environment, we need an editor. I'm going to show you how to download VS Code and how to install it and how to set it up for this very course. First, we're going to install the VS Code. To download VS Code, your PC or laptop must have internet connection, and you will find the download link on my video description. You can find there. So let's get started. Just VS Code and okay, go to this one and we will find it. So according to your operating system, if you use Windows, you can find the Windows 10 or 11 configured, blah blah blah. If you use Linux, you can find your dev or RPM and others. If you use Mac, then you will find this one. Find your version which is compatible with your PC. So let's get started. Click on this and your download file will be start to work. So my download file is, I have downloaded this file before and install it. It's just a basic things. Install it like that. After installing, go to VS Code and you will find a similar interface like this. So in this file we're going to select new file and we are going to select text file. So in this text file, before doing anything else, we are going to need some extensions. You will find your extension here or you can search here. So the extension you are seeing here, GitHub Copilot, GitHub Copilot chart, HTML CSS support, live server, and Microsoft Edge tools, prettier. You have to download this, and you can download even more according to your needs. So how to download this? Just go to extension right here like this, and you have to search for like this. For example, I'm searching for live server like this, and I'm going to give you some extension you will need on this course, on this learning part. So I'm going to show you that. So I hope you have downloaded every extension I have show you. Now we are going to So in this video we are going to learn these things. This is the context of this full video. First we are going to learn about HTML elements and text. Then we are going to learn HTML page structure. And after that we are going to learn about HTML headings, and we're going to learn about paragraphs and text formatting, and we're going to learn about list and then links, and after that image. And there are many more things we need to learn more, but for now we are going to learn this. So start. So first of all, what is element and tag? Usually the element is the whole thing. You can see in this image. In this image you can see the element means all of this, including the opening tag, the closing tag, and the content. In the previous video we have learned about the closing tag and opening tag and the closing tag and the content inside of it, and all of these are called element. Let's see. An element consists of everything that's an HTML tag surrounds, including the start and the end tag, along with any content in between. So this is the simple way to learn that what is element. Element is the whole thing, and the tag is in the previous video we have discussed about the opening tag and the closing tag. The only difference between the opening and closing tag is this hashtag. So this is the content. So let's get started again on the more. Okay, this is the page structure. I mean the basic page structure. There are several things we need to still add, but for now this is the simple way to learn, simple way to understand. So let's get started. HTML page structure. The main first HTML tag will be doc type. It will declare that the document type is HTML, or you can say it will tell the browser that what is the HTML version, and the HTML is that this HTML tag is also an root element, the ending tag, and inside this HTML opening and root camel tag we have head. Inside head we have title, and inside head close, and inside after that we have body. After inside body we will have various kind of things. I mean the main contents of the page. So let's see the basics one. Doc type, we declares the document type as HTML5. HTML, the root element that wraps all the content, or you can say head, contains meta information, title, and links to style or script. When you will add CSS and JavaScript, you will add your link to this head. We will discuss about in this CSS and JavaScript, but I will give you a demo. And after that, inside head tag we have ourselves title. Set the page title showing the browser tab. We will see in the page. And meta provides meta like character set and viewport settings and etc. And link connects external style sheet CSS. Body hold all visible content. Inside body elements, or you can say inside body tag, the things you see on the website page or web page that's contain all inside is body. I mean it has headings, paragraphs, hyperlinks for navigations, image, or you can say list of things and other things. So let's get more. You will clear your doubts in the practical session. Okay, the headings, the heading text. The heading text has 1 to 6. I mean the one creates a visual larger, etc. Sorry. H1 is the most important. I mean if you use H1 in any kind of content, paragraph or other thing, it will show the browser, or you can say show the content as the most important thing. And H6 is the last. They make tests stand out and help search engine assisted technologies organize content for the easier navigation. So let's see. This is H1. The font size will be like this. This is H2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I mean this is the electricity. And on there use H1 headings for the main title of the page, followed by H2 headings and the less important H3 and so on. So let's move on to the next thing. And next thing is this paragraph. What are these tags and how they work? Usually there are so many things, so many tags, but for now we are going to see the example of paragraph tag. The P tag stand for the paragraph tag. This is the paragraph tag, something like that. Opening and closing inside the content. It's something like that. So let's move on to the next point, the bold or B tag. In HTML, formatting tags, style tags, the B tag makes the text bold for emphasis, but doesn't add extra importance. Like this. For example, you can see this is an quote. Inside a P tag. HTML is the standard markup language for the web. And see, the markup language is inside bold tag, or you can say B tag, opening and closing, and you can see the outcome of this. But to put importance to the tags, we use strong tags in HTML. We will understand it more clearly in the practical demo. So after that, the Italian tag work S and B tag, something like that. You can see it's make, or you can say it makes the text italic, something like that. Example, P tag, there is a certain genus skew in the air, and the GQ is an italic text, so it's continuing the italic text. So let's move on to the next part. Okay, next part, the list tag. The list tags you will use most of the time, and it is one of the, so let's list tags. If you want to use number list, you can say OL, or OL means order list. We will learn about this after this. And you can use an order list. Each list contains item marked with li. You will have some content, but this is called the list tag. So how we are going to use the list tag? We're going to use the list tag like this. I mean, inside order list, we use the list tag to list items, things for our browser or anything, you know. So inside that, learn practice HTML. As we are using order list, we are seeing numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 based on things you will add as a list using the list tag. So basically this is called order list, OL, order list, opening, closing, and inside that list tags. I mean the listing of this. And after that, we're going to learn an order list, or you can say UL. UL doesn't have numbers, it just put like a bullet. The method is same for the UL or OL. I mean put in the list, something like that. Inside another list tag, you can add your list like similar like this. You can also read that another list use the UL tag which items inside li, I mean list, and the ls is marked with a bullet point, etc, etc. So this is the basics we will learn about in this. Let's move on to the next. What is href attribute? Attributes provide additional information about an element. Always place inside the opening tag like this. This is an opening tag, this is not a closing tag. Closing tag is this with the hash, but this is the opening tag. Always place inside the opening tag, always place inside this one. When you place an href or any other attribute, you don't have to use the brain prompt, you just have to put this like this way. This is the example. So I made this myself. So anchor opening href attributes, and this is the destination, this is the clickable link, or you can say this will be the text that will be visible on the website or web page, and this is the closing anchor. Okay, we will learn about this in the next practice demo. So the image tag. The image tag is used to display image on a web page. It's linked to an image file, creating a space for it. It has two key attributes. HRC specifies the image part. Alt provides alternate tags if the image can be displayed. Okay, the example is like that. Image, and also that okay. Unlike other tags, the image tag is self-closing, so it doesn't need any kind of closing like that. So as you can see, the opening tag inside attributes URL, I mean this will be the link you put in it, and outer this will be the text you will put, and something like that. We will learn about this in the next video. So let's get started. Okay, you will see some interface like this, and just I'm gonna do something like this, and just click doc type HTML finished. Or you can just select the language from here. I have selected on autobase. You can just run it and auto. So that's it. Let's start. I'm gonna use Copilot to build my basic HTML structure. You can also use the Copilot that is free and built in VS Code, but I'm gonna recommend you to first try it your way. And after that, I'm just gonna select tab, I'm sorry, as it has shown me the text script, which is I'm not gonna use. I'm just gonna use some of it. I have used Copilot to create this extraction to explain my way, but for that I'm just gonna need a P. I'm gonna need more strong P. I'm gonna P. Okay, first I'm gonna type down and I'm gonna explain it all along. Of that, we're in the file. I got to that. This thing links doesn't have any work to do right now because we are not discussing CSS and JavaScript, but we are discussing HTML. So this is as HTML part of the work. So that's why this is how you are going to link your JavaScript files. You can have multiple JavaScript files, you can have multiple CSS files. So this is how you are going to link your those files to your HTML. Delete this and it will load much faster. Yes, because we don't have CSS and JavaScript file right now, that's why it's taking some more time. As you can see the title in here, and you can see the list, which is order list. That's why we have number, and we have another list that doesn't have number, but that's dot type. So we're gonna see, we have seen, and after that in P, or you can say inside body element, we have ptext, and ptext, you can see your files, and after that I have used the I, which have made my text into italic, have successfully downloaded, and we have used strong to we have used strong tag to put importance to the text. This is how. And some of you may wondering what is the difference between bold tag and a strong tag. This is strong tag and this is bold tag. Strong tags put importance into the text, or you can say you can mark the text which is important like this, and bold tags are like this. So we are going to use headings. Headings inside this like that. Dog, and let's say h2. We're gonna run it. We're gonna run our code again. As you can see, this is h1, this is h2, this is h3, s4, s5, s6. H1 is usually, as you can see, H1 is usually used for headings, most like the important one is headline type, and also that. So we have learned about this. So we are going to learn about something. We're going to learn about I don't have image right now, so I'm just gonna run it if this work. Yes, this work. Alt Google logo. So how I'm going to see the text if somehow it's not gonna show me the image somehow? Suppose I don't, suppose because of some error I'm not able to upload any kind of image. Sorry, image. That's when the text will help us, like the connection or any connection or error, something is blocking the image. That's why we are not seeing it, but we are seeing the text. That is all. So I hope you have understand. So let's do some coding. Doc type HTML at body. We will just we will use the edit. We're just gonna use the edit. We're just gonna use the edit. Okay. And this is not gonna be. Thank you for typing E1. So this is E1. We have used it. I'm just gonna use for meta. Meta. Inside meta, we wanna set character you set. We're gonna set your sort, and that's it. We are not gonna do anything else. And inside body, we're gonna use P. Alamos. We are going to use our own context, so I'm not gonna use. I'm just gonna use. We're gonna use it. Let B. We take. We will have some context. For contents, we're gonna use each one, which is about, and inside this. Okay. So now this Copilot is helping us. What is this? What is this? What is not? You know, just gonna use the Copilot. What is showing us? Something like that, something like that, and something like that, and something like that, something like that, something like that. What is this also? Okay. Okay. Now we are going to use our well. Okay. The Copilot has sent us and given us some additional reference for HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and where we can learn them on for free. Okay, and that's for today. I'm just gonna UL. Let's see. Perfect. Copilot is doing my job a better way, but don't be fully dependent on Copilot or AI to do it, because AI gonna take your job sometime. So we have successfully put it our, or you can say pointed our. I'm just gonna create this. I'm just gonna create something, and that is. So I'm just gonna put it. Broken. I'm just gonna use my strong element, right? I have created this demo for a better understanding. I hope you will too. And for example, this is site. Okay, it's the body. Okay. Okay. First of all, we are seeing the. Let me zoom in. Okay. Okay, first let's see that in the first line we are seeing that doc type is HTML. Okay, the doc type It's basically telling the browser that this document type is HTML type, nothing else. And we have to put the HTML root element first after that. And after that, we have to put the head, because the head comes first, and then the body itself. In the head element, or you can say head tag, we have our meta card set, chart set, etc, meta viewport, etc. And inside head tag we have our title. We have our title EP1. I have put it the EP1 because this is the episode 1, so I put it the EP1 right there. So the link is reference to our CSS file. We will talk about this later. After that, our head element work has done, finished. And after that, after head, we have our body. Inside body, this will be the content that will be displayed. First, we are using H1 to view web development E1. After that, we are using H2. What is the difference between HTML and CSS? It is inside paragraph element, also inside H2 headings, and also the HTML, etc. Okay. I know many of you will finish or you can learn, we will get this, but the thing we are going to show is that the OL, I mean the list. Inside OL, I mean order list, we have our list, and that is not any kind of different list. We are using links, as we have mentioned in our previous video. We are using links, not any kind of items name, but using links. I mean, this is the links you can find and source resources to learn about. Where you can learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and other stuff for free. For personal preference, I always recommend WT Skills. It is one of the best and free resource to learn HTML, or you can say web development and other programming language also. But for web development, I always recommend W3 Schools because it is free and it is one of the best resources out there. And see how we use our use our list tag, and inside this tag we have used our anchor tag, or you can say link tag, something like that. And same goes for this UL, I mean another list, something like that. This is similar. And our body is done, and we have now we are seeing footer. What is footer? Okay, now I'm going to run this. Okay, I'm going to just give you some extra name. Footer is called this green thing you are seeing. This is the footer. This is footer, nothing else. This is the footer. So let's recheck alpha from the start, and from the start you will see our head. You will see your title E1 here, see, and after that this is the link video, and just for we will talk about this later. Okay, suppose I'm this is the CSS, the CSS is for the light. Suppose I change the color to something like this. Okay, and font color, this is the font color of body. This is how you will say the CSS. This is the example. This is for the demo only. This is how, suppose you have a CSS file, I mean style font. This is how you will add to your HTML file. It was blue. Now when I refresh it, sorry, gonna replay this, so sadly I have to rerun it. I'm not gonna use the live server. See, because we have changed the color of footer in CSS to blue to green, that's why it's showing it. So we will talk about CSS in the later in this CSS video. So for now we're going to talk about this. So in the body section we are using h1. What is difference between it, blah blah blah? It's showing this h1, this is the h1, and after that this is the h2, and after that this is the thing. And see how structure of a page content is, the text itself is bold. You can see we have used strong element, or you can say a strong tag. We have used the strong tags to put importance to these few words. Okay, after that blah 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 blah, something like that. And this is the second one. Our substitute file, this is the second one. What is the difference between a class and an ID in CSS? What is the difference between class and ID, blah 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 blah, something like that. So this all the CSS, HTML is true. The main thing we are going to need, first of all, we are going to remove the footer. Okay, for now, for the example, we are going to remove the footer because it is causing external pain. Okay, as we have removed the footer, we can see, because we can see our coding. Okay, see, in the order list, after everything, when you are using the listing, in the order list, of course we are gonna get the number, and on the under list or UL, of course we are going to use bullet things. So this is how links work. And see the first link, www.sw.com. When you click on this is the basic video for today right now, and this is not over. This is for the demo video.